Families are hard.
Now what?
You might be interested to know. Dad's just died.
For reasons which don't appear obvious to everyone. Families become estranged. I swear not to breathe a word of this to anyone.
You seriously think he'd jeopardise everything we've created together?
I don't know, later.
To my son, Dennis, I leave all other possessions, including Smyrna Grove.
We're not going to let him get away with it, are we?
I always thought we'd have a kid together.
His family. Can you be comfy with ripping him off?
I can.
I could even go after Mum. I'm going to do it. No, I am really going to do
it. Dennis just sold the house.
Who?
Person's outside the family. Dan, I need to tell you something. What are you about?
Not what?
Dad's not dead.
We are not doing this anymore.
$65 today, son. Not a pretty sight. The hour is night. Let the rebels commence.
So what's the plan? Do you want sharpish leg it back to London?
That was the idea.
With or without the...
Hello?
Job done.
And?
Hot.
Okay. So will you be going back for more?
I just might. So I pass go and collect 200.
Well, you certainly get out of jail.
When can I see you?
I'll call you.
Well, we need to make plans if we're going to do it. Are we gonna do it?
I'll call you. You need to tell Nita.
Shit. So it's happening?
About Dad.
Huh?
She still thinks he's dead.
Oh, right. Yeah.
It's okay, Nita. He's not real. He's not actually there.
Hello, Nita McKinnon.
I hear you do catering.
Yes, that's right.
I'm looking for someone to do a birthday party.
And when were you thinking of?
Today?
Oh, well, that's out of the question. I wouldn't be available at such short notice.
Oh, dear. Not even for your dear old dad?
Who is this?
Go to the window. Do you do mini quiches?
I think we can afford to push the boat out.
Hi, it's Nita. I think I'm in need of some urgent support.
Voicemail. Nita, it's Beth. Listen, me and Al won't be in today. There's something... Oh, we need to talk. It's urgent. Phone us, yeah?
God, how do we even begin to tell her?
What about Nash? Does he know? Or are we deploying the usual strategy? Ignorance is bliss.
Works for me.
Does it? Interesting. Of course, me, pig-ignorant, optically challenged dick brain, always thought it caused a shitload of damage. But hey, what do I know?
You know, maybe we should head round to Dad's. Got Nita on the way.
Bad move. In my humble opinion. Turning up mob-handed? Nah, somebody sensible should go. Like Alice.
What?
Me?
Oh, I think she'd need permission from Bricey boy first.
In case you'd forgotten, I'm not seeing him anymore.
Oh, yeah? Why is that, then?
I've gone as far as I can with these process things. I can manage on my own now. What? You think I still need help?
No, obviously not.
You think I'm still dependent on him?
Well,
I know how to look after myself, thank you. I've moved on.
Yeah, we realised that.
do we?
Going round to Dad's.
What? No, Al.
There's a few things I need to say to him and Dennis.
Right, come on, we'll all go.
No, I'm not 12, Beth. I don't need an armed escort.
I know you think I'm totally crazy, but I just keep imagining that...
So, I know last night when I called, I said I wanted to talk about a personal issue, but this morning this thing happened again. It keeps happening, and I don't know what...
Nita, before we start, could we just clarify some confidentiality issues?
Oh, okay.
Obviously, you know I've been working with your sister. Have you talked with her recently?
About what?
Has she ever mentioned any of the exercises that we did in our sessions?
Would that be a problem?
I think what is absolutely crucial with the work is to keep an open mind. You know, if you had any kind of preconceived impressions of how it might look or what it would involve.
All she said is he's amazing and every girl should have one.
Excellent. So, Nita, tell me, what is it that you are afraid of?
You mean, apart from the sight of my late father showing up outside the house?
No. I mean, what is it that you are really afraid of?
My husband's leaving me.
Fact or fear?
He's in love with someone else.
Fact or fear?
We haven't had sex for 18 years. Fact. Apart from last night, but that doesn't count because he was obviously drunk or demented or maybe I just imagined it.
So you don't enjoy sex?
I can't. I don't. It doesn't feel safe.
Tell me about that.
It's not me.
It's not you.
He doesn't want.
He doesn't want.
Me. He wants my sister. He's always wanted her.
And how does that make you feel?
Second best.
Second best.
Maybe that's why.
Maybe that's...
Maybe I've been punishing him.
Maybe you've been punishing him.
Trying to get my own back.
By withholding sex?
And it's been going on for so long.
You have actually grown to hate it.
No.
No?
I love it.
Sorry?
Last night, we were on fire. It was like when we first met, we couldn't stop. We didn't think about it. We didn't have any plan. We just let it happen.
You just let it?
That's why I called you. I want to know how I can just let go without having to plan everything out in advance.
You just want to let go?
I want to relax. I want to give in. I want to be swept away.
You want to relax, you want to give in, you want to be swept away.
Exactly.
But are you ready to do the work, huh? Are you willing to go for the process right now this minute?
You mean here?
Well, you're not expecting anyone, are you? Can you guarantee that we will be undisturbed for 2 hours?
Everyone's out for the day.
Nita, I think I can help you.
I'm not a child. Taken seriously. When... I think I'm just some stupid. I'm not. I won't be treated like that. Bryce, what?
be bad.
What?
Top soft this early in the day. What's that all about?
It's about me dad. Being dead. Well, now not being dead.
Thought you'd be pleased.
Why do you think that? You know what a Class 1 Grade A git he was?
I don't, actually, since I was never actually allowed to meet the guy.
I'll be grateful. He was a tosser. He's a tosser.
And that makes the kind of body suitable breakfast material, does it?
I'm stressed, all right. Do you remember stress, do you?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, well, these last few weeks... No, since that night. No, for years, actually. 20-odd years, to be precise, since me mum... Since the whole kissing family fell apart. Christ, have you any idea? Hey? Losing Phil, my sister, best mate, family and shrap. No wonder I'm stressed. You know, can you even begin to imagine what it's been like?
Oh, I think so. I'm pretty good at imagining, actually.
Yeah, sheer bleeding nightmare.
Like you could say over the past 19 years, it's become my #1 hobby. Imagining all the things I used to be able to see.
OK, fair point.
Well, top 3, seagulls over the Ship Canal. Old Trafford lit up on a winter night. The sun coming up on Rivington Pike.
Kaz, don't. I didn't mean to...
Yeah, no, that's not counting the things I've had to imagine. May 26, 99. United winning the treble. What did it look like? Ollie Solskjaer scoring the goal. What did that look like? What does he look like? My wedding, Beth. What was that like? My wife, what was she wearing? My sons being born, what do they look like? What do they look like now?
Kaz, don't.
My imagination works overtime, Beth. It is fully engaged 24/7, but I still have no way of knowing how beautiful my children are, and I don't suppose I ever will, so yeah. I am familiar, just a bit, with stress.
Kaz? Phil, I really think we should just go round to Dad's and have it out with him, head on.
You are feeling incredibly heavy. So incredibly heavy, you couldn't move a single muscle, not even the smallest flicker of an eyelid. Nita? Nita? Can you hear me? Alice, how did you get in?
I have a key.
Okay, now look, I don't know what you're
I
imagining.
don't need to imagine, Bryce. I've been there. Got the badge, done the process. Oh, except for it was all shite, wasn't it? The process. Your qualifications.
But that depends on how
Your certificates, worthless snides.
Now look, I'm sure we can talk this through. I do not need to remind you the stuff you were saying under hypnosis. Highly incriminating. You know, something you wouldn't want the authorities to... So why do we agree to just let this rest, eh? We can all walk away, no harm done.
I want you to know how grateful I am to you for teaching me something really valuable. Police, please.
Flight BA974 to Rome is now booked. Please proceed to gate 23.
Front door's jammed. I'm using the back.
You said it was urgent. You okay?
I had a slight mishap. I just thought...
How hard can it be?
Well,
You thought you'd just leap aboard something you got no way of controlling.
Oh, hello. Pot calling kettle. FYI, know which I'd choose. But by all means, drag it out. Watching Nita trying to outmaneuver Phil always had a high entertainment factor, especially as the result never varies. Now, if you wouldn't mind, could do with your help with this.
Where was the stopcock? Try turning it off?
It's in the cellar somewhere. But I seem to remember Dad saying it was underneath.
Underneath what?
The floor, I think.
And you knew what he was like and you didn't think to mention it.
Oh, give me a break. I rescued you, didn't I?
Well, yes.
Oh, come on, Nita. I know you can do it.
What?
Mouth makes a shape like this. Thank you.
Well, yes, obviously. I'm grateful.
Anyway, how was I to know you'd consult him?
What?
Shrink.
In case you've forgotten, I keep thinking I've seen Dad.
Yeah, Nita about that. Nita.
God, I am such an idiot. What? How could I not have realised?
Nita?
Also partial to Scotch eggs, but don't bother with mini quiches. Wanker!
Nita, what?
2 weeks I've been going round the twist. Bastard! Well, this stops right
Nita,
now!
what is going on?
You doing it?
After Nita.
Hey?
After Nita.
Where are we going?
Just follow her now.
Right, get me bloody belts on.
What's going on?
Nita?
What are you doing?
We're out back. Come round.
You bastard!
What?
What? Oh, I wonder. Also partial to Scotch eggs?
Sorry?
Is that to go with the mini quiches?
What?
For your birthday party?
Nita, I think you...
Losing it, am I? That would suit you, wouldn't it? Head the ball, Nita always knew she was a bit of a scoop. It was you, wasn't it, outside my house, in his clothes?
Nita.
And the shopping mall, and with the dogs, wasn't it?
Are you okay?
Oh, sure as okay as you'd be if someone was dressing up in your dead dad's gear trying to spook you out.
Nita, the thing is...
What happened?
Digger went a bit doolal.
Ow.
You know, Dennis, I did think, is this such a great idea? Diggers and all that.
It's not my show. Purchasers made it part of the deal. Work to start as soon as contracts are exchanged.
Which is?
Yesterday.
What's that?
Drilling in the cellar.
He's flagged over it. I'm gonna have to get the floor up.
What for?
To find the stopcock, turn the water off.
Dennis, you can't. Tell him to stop.
You heard what he said. We need to get under the flags.
And you can't think of any reason why that would be a really bad idea.
If we don't stop the water, we're going to be needing a dinghy out
Does someone want to tell me what's happening?
Now what?
Dennis, where's the fuse box?
I can't remember.
Dennis should just let go. He should get on with his life, and so should you.
What the...
Do you think I don't want to? Do you think I wouldn't just love to pretend this never happened? Pretend what happened? There. It's that easy.
What is this?
If it weren't for us, there'd be no house to sell, or will to sort, or urn sat on the table.
Jesus.
I don't get it.
Where is this coming from?
We snuffed him. We may not have pulled the trigger, but we sure as shit loaded the gun.
I need to get out of here.
You see, if it was me, I'd be planning elsewhere. I'd be extricating my nose from Dennis's ass. I'd stop making plans about other people's houses, and I'd turn my attention to my husband and his ex-girlfriend and what they might be planning. Don't you care? Do you even have a conscience?
Oh, Christ.
Yeah. Yeah, I do. And it's made its point. The night it all happened, my conscience was wide awake and very vocal. Now it's had its say, now it can go back to sleep.
Sorry, cock. Did I give you a turn?
Just swear to me. Just tell me.
He's real, Nita. Not imagined, not a ghost. Just an arsehole.
Always had time for you. Speak your mind, I like that.
Why, Dad? What was the point?
Pretending to be dead.
What did you possibly hope to achieve?
You knew he was still around. Did you? And you were going to tell me when?
Today, actually. If you hadn't been mind-jiving with Brycey, babe.
Dad, what you've done, it's immoral.
Is it? Is it? So, what would you call harassing a pensioner? Trying to drive him out of his own home?
Who'd do that?
I wouldn't call it harassing.
You didn't.
I just made a couple of calls.
17 calls.
Suggesting...
Threatening.
Inviting.
Scaring the shit out of.
Her own father. Her own flesh and blood.
Sack it, Dad.
What?
The flesh and blood crap. No one's suggesting Nita was in the right.
Oh, I don't know.
But can you really say you didn't on some level?
Deserve it. The intimidation, the deceit.
Oh, now we're talking about deceit. Can we please discuss the small matter of the contracts that I exchanged on this house?
You've what? You bought this? How? When?
The day after the funeral. Well, you were all gassing on about selling. I just came round and sounded Dennis out.
And you didn't think to mention this?
It's private matter.
I thought it'd be interesting watching you scrap over it, see your true colours.
Except no one did scrap.
Hello?
So when were you going to tell me?
Well, that depends. Maybe never. If I did it up and sold it. Maybe next year, if I did it up for us.
Us? As a family?
Are we a family?
How much did you offer?
Damn sight more than you did.
I gave a good price. As a respect for the family connection.
Mate, I'm sorry. You have no idea how much I didn't want to get involved with this.
Now, I'm assuming the deal is still going to go ahead as planned.
Well, no, obviously not.
Too right. Why wouldn't it?
What do you mean?
But the funeral. You were cremated. How did you...
Empty box.
No, before. In the coffin.
Candlelight's so much kinder on the complexion, don't you think? Hides the wrinkles a treat. Not to mention the overwhelming urge to piss yourself stupid when your family troops in, trying to give it the grief.
That's sick. Oh, God, the whole thing's...
Worked though, didn't it? How else was I going to get you all back under one roof again?
You could have asked.
Could I? Well, you've been AWOL for 20 years. What short of spectacular was going to get you back up the M6?
Oh, what, all the bullshit getting us here under false pretences?
Since when did you object to bullshit? Oh, suddenly we're not into pretense. All right, then. Let's get it all out in the open.
What?
Anyone got something they want to share?
Can I speak to you, please, in private?
Why in private?
Dad.
Why can we not hear unless there's something to hide?
Well, obviously there's something to hide. You are the last person to be lecturing on that subject.
Do you want it to come out?
Which bit in particular?
The cellar, Dad. We're lucky it's not already happened.
Okay, Ciarán.
You don't think you owe it to me and Beth?
I'm sorry.
Have you any idea of what it's cost us to keep quiet?
Oh, that was me, was it? Not you, then. Keeping stum because it suited you.
How?
Kept you away, didn't it? Any excuse, just so long as you needn't have out to do with me. Wash out, Dad. Hard work at best, cringing embarrassment at worst. Don't tell me you weren't glad to keep your distance.
Yeah, because I've just loved losing touch with my family for 20 years. That's really worked for me.
Oh, hasn't it just? All kinds of things it suited you to keep out the light. Oh, yeah. I'm not as daft as I look, lady.
Sorry. I shouldn't have stayed away.
And you were right. I was a shite parent. So, why didn't you come clean when you had the chance? In there just now.
It's not my secret.
Fair enough. It's mine. And it's high time it was out there.
What are you gonna do? Dad, you can't. Not after all these years. Dad!
What's he doing?
Dad, don't! This isn't the way to...
Ah, come on. Let's get it all out in the open.
It's all right.
Dad, stop! Alice is gonna faint!
What's the matter with her?
Now, girls, that's no way to greet your mother.
Collected her from the airport, treated her to lunch and fetched her back here. It's a lightning visit, but one which I can safely say we won't forget in a hurry.
You knew she wasn't.
Under the floor, yeah. But I had no idea she was going to tip up here.
To be with me on my 65th.
Don't flatter yourself, Stanley. I got a wind of a will in the offing. I made to make sure my name's at top at list.
He thinks she's joking.
I saw. There was a hole. She was in it.
For God's sake, Alice.
She was lying there. He had a shovel. He was gonna...
Well, you saw that?
I thought...
What did you tell them, Stanley?
There was a grave. She was in a grave.
You don't think we should call Dr. Barticle?
You were lying there. I saw you.
Saw you too, sweetie. Eyes out on stalks. So I assumed you'd soon let the rest of them know I'd walked.
Well, she didn't. She was in shock. I don't think she remembered.
Remembered what?
You really think I'll be that easy to bury? Don't even think about it. You are a pathetic excuse for a man, Stanley. When I'm away on my travels, I sometimes kid myself there's more to you than meets the eye. And I get a fancy to give you another crack of the whip. But I shan't be making that mistake again.
Dad, what have you done?
You tell me.
20 years we wasted on a so-called secret, which now turns out... Why? Why didn't you tell us?
I shouldn't have had to tell you. How dare you even think I'd be capable of killing your mother?
Dad, you thought you killed your mum to pave over her!
Never. I never thought of myself as a murderer. I never believed myself capable. Me, top her, the love of my life. But you two, the fact that you thought I could, I was appalled. I wanted nothing more to do with you. I cut you out without a qualm.
No, actually, Dad, it was us cut you out.
That's right, for 20 years. How vindictive can you get?
What?
Deprived of my own kids, my grandkiddies, sidelined, neglected, a pariah.
And one that still loves the sound of his own voice.
For God's sake, Dad, where's the logic?
What logic? This is about feelings, the feelings of a father, the needs of a father.
What does he need now?
His own family. Back together, under this roof.
Here we are.
So he can bid his fond farewells.
Why? Is he off somewhere, is he?
Old Cardwell at the hospital. I asked him, how long have I got? 3 months he gave us, 4 at most. So, we who are about to croak, salute you.
The old git having a party and we're going.
You waiting? He's circling the plug hole, guys. Make an effort.
You don't go overboard. It's a pissed up, not a state funeral. Come on, get out. Come on. Mush. I should have seen Mum. Talk about dog rough. You can't even begin to imagine.
I'll do my best, as per.
When was the last time you wore your wedding ring?
I never wear my wedding ring. It's a hazard. I operate machinery.
I wish you would wear it.
Don't think it fits anymore.
Do you even know where it is?
Somewhere.
I need to say something.
Shoot.
What you said this morning. You know what it's been like. For 19 years. I've no excuse for not saying. Except I knew you'd leave me. Which I wouldn't blame you for. It was me. Did it? Caved your skull in. Oh. You knew. Oh. How long?
Day one.
Oh. Oh, Gaz. Oh, Gaz. Gaz. Oh, I know I can't ever make it up. I would never ask you to forgive me. But if you knew what it's been like, seeing you every day.
Stop.
Knowing what I know, what I did.
Stop. Don't work like that, Beth. Self-pity city. That's harder than that. Much harder. You want to know what it takes? Graft. Commitment. Care. Of you, not me. Bar goggles, I'm in decent shape, but you're destroying yourself on a daily basis. Snouts, booms, shit scran. Not good enough.
Cuz, what kind of...
Here's how it works. I'm planning on hanging around a good 40 years before I cark it. So, when I hit my 80s, then I reckon I'll need some input. Spoon feeding, pill crushing, mopping up the piss and drool. So I need you to stick around, Beth. Fit, healthy, delivering, big style.
But what kind of...
Look, I need that guarantee.
But
And that is the price. My forgiveness.
Help yourselves to food and drink in the hall. Aging pothead and vindictive old git at large. Mind your backs.
No, because I was thinking when you go back to Marrakesh, I could come and stay with you.
Well, I'm not really geared up for visitors.
Well, then we could have a proper catch-up.
I'm not good at chit-chat.
Not even with family.
Sweetheart, you might have noticed I don't really do family.
Wow, isn't this great?
So, we got here then?
Ethan, Lola, this is your granddad.
Well, you can give us a hug, can't you? I'm not the bogeyman.
It's a matter for debate.
So, who wants to meet Granny?
Less of the granny, knobhead.
Excellent.
Funny thing, the memory.
Yeah?
Rose-tinted specs. And then you remember.
We've all been there. I'm gonna grab a beer. Catch you later.
We're not going to let him get away with it, are we?
Because we definitely met for the last 20 years.
How is that relevant? We're his family.
True what they say? All want our 15 minutes of fame? Well, we've got hours of this stuff here.
Steps.
Hey, you're right, Kaz.
Well, not one to moan, but this is one night I would love a working pair of peepers.
Right, where's the sparklers?
He filmed us all. He had cameras everywhere. Why? Why would anyone go to all that trouble just to see what his family thought of him? Couldn't he just ask?
Yeah, like we really do telling the truth around here.
Yeah, well, maybe we should start.
Dougie.
You can wait.
I'll be quick, I promise.
Hey, Dougie, what's up?
You said anything?
No.
Yeah.
She looks shaky.
Yeah, she does.
Nice.
Yeah, I could take the easy option, Phil. Maybe I should. Maybe it's simpler all around. Walk away, don't even think about what if. No, I can make the tough call. Stay. A bit neater. Work at it. And it will take work. Because of you, because I will always.
Nurse, guess what? Vinny Haslam was impressed by the scale of my ambition, and he's willing to take a leap of faith. We got the contract.
Wow, that's great. That's really...
Nita,
Yeah.
you notice anything?
What?
Family party?
Oh, yeah, I know.
Business can wait.
True, dare, kiss, command, or promise.
True.
Is it true that
Yeah.
What's that?
What?
So it wasn't lost.
Mislaid.
Nah, you're all right.
How come?
Because, Killjoy, you've got yourself a deal.
Come on, lads, get stuck in. This is to make up for all those bonnies I never got invited to.
Down there? Absolutely.
I'm just gonna talk to Auntie Phil.
So, when are you due?
About 4 weeks after you.
Wow, awesome. Dan must be totally stoked.
Yeah, we're both very pleased.
I know what you're thinking. Was it planned? We just got carried away.
So what do you think of Nita's new project? She's convinced she made a shit job of the first two. This is her final attempt to get it right.
You guys don't buy that shit. You just know how to give big start.
You look beautiful, really. In fact, it makes me wonder.
Oh, just stop it.
So Dan couldn't make it, no?
It's work stuff, you know.
Well, that'll have to change. Kids need both their parents around.
Oh, well, I'll try and live up to your towering standards.
I'm really happy for you.
Thank you.
"5 months, eh? So that means you must have struck Coyle just after you got back to London.
Yep.
Which is why you've a dinkier bump than Nita.
Well, I'm about 4 weeks behind her. You look amazing.
Yeah. No fags, no fry-ups, 8 units a week. It's hell.
So now she sorted your house out?
Mm-hmm. A big garden, lots of kennel space.
That's handy.
Yeah, it certainly is. I've opened a canine refuge.
Excuse me. We've opened.
So you've left Nita's?
Yeah. I'm my own boss now.
Excellent.
Well, Nita gets to be lady of the manor after all.
Well, expanding family, she'll need it. Little swine.
First babies, you know, always show less.
Do they?
Oh, yeah. So actually, you could be as pregnant as Nita, but because it's your first, you look less.
Fancy that.
Will you ever tell him?
I'll leave for London tonight. New York tomorrow. Listen, you have to know if there could have been any other way.
There wasn't.
Have you got a minute? Beth, meet Dan.
Daniela Kendricks.
Jesus.
Really? I had no idea. Forgive me, Father, for I've sinned.
Smart ass.
Yeah, like you can't believe.
Who else knows?
Only Dennis.
Time to shoot.
Oh. New York for Christmas.
Defo.
I've got a train to catch. I'll call you.
Dramatic exits. But she always did have to be centre of attention. Makes you wonder. If she really has.
What?
Got it all.
Does she?
Probably.
Come on.
Well, after all that, what about some Thursday night comedy? A new Pizza Girl has the boys hungry for it. BBC Two is still game. Alex' new comedy for BBC One at 10:35. Meet the schoolgirl turned catwalk queen, who's drop dead gorgeous.